Well, hello. Welcome to Getting Ready with Me, Chronically Happy. Yeah, I currently got some under bag thingy things on. My hair is a complete disaster. I need to get ready. Get the heck out of here. I am up in Yakima, Washington to go to my VA doctor appointment in Richland, Washington. And oh my gosh, I could not get to sleep. Could not sleep last night at all. I didn't get to sleep until about 1 a.m. And boy, am I just tired. So I got some bags. Not as bad of bags as the last 2 days because I've been wearing these. I got some freaking hangnail. Hate hangnails. Alright, so we got this one. My hair definitely needs a touch up. It's looking more yellowish gray from the platinum underneath. My hair is just getting foofier and foofier up here. It is dry air. And my nose has been so congested over the last couple days since I've been here. Oh, there goes one of them. I knew that was going to happen. I didn't stay very long for the first moment because I I'm just going to have to keep this one on until it falls off, I guess. That bag is looking pretty good though, huh? My hair stayed a lot nicer yesterday. No, this one needs to go up in the side. I have so many poofers. So many poofers hanging out. So yeah, I'm staying at a friend's house. She used to be a neighbor of ours when we lived in Kaiser, Oregon. Before we moved to the town that we're in now. And we really hope that she can move back because my mom needs some friends. She's my friend too. I mean, when somebody becomes my mom's friend or my friend, we're pretty much a 2-for-1 deal. Me and my mom do things together. And my mom's probably closest friend too, while being her daughter. We'll just take this sucker off. I'd much rather have it on the other one, but they dried out too fast. So look at these bags. So I wanted to do this Get Ready With Me Restoring Gel Cleanser, Boosting Hydro Drop, Hydrating Cream, Revival Eye Cream. I wish I could read it. It's such small writing. I feel like I'm going to need to take a picture of it just to I can't read that. I can actually read it better on the camera than I can actually with my eyes. And as it's going in and out of blurry, that's what my eyes are doing too. I was laying in bed last night and all I could feel, laying on my left side, I kept feeling my back pop, pop, pop. And now, every time I rotate my shoulder, I have such ligament crunching in my shoulder blade. It is unreal. I have never felt the ligaments like that before. Oh my goodness, they are so bad. So terrible. I'm having a little bit of a sore right here. Dry skin. I haven't been able to moisturize because my lotion has been super expensive. It's $30. $30 for this crap. And I used to get it free from the VA, and you need a doctor to order it. It's an over-the-counter thing, but it's so much cheaper through prescription. I gotta blow my nose. I'm pausing for that. I am so not awake. Yo, oh my gosh. Like I said, it's a rough morning. I'm trying to see if there's anything you can reflect in the back. I gotta get dressed. Y'all know I try and get dressed as much as I can. Whether or not the camera's rolling or not, I try to. Seriously, get ready. I seriously get ready in front of the camera. So I'm going to be some nice fancy pants. Yeah. My shirt says sorry. I have plans. Sorry, I have plans. Yeah, my plans are to go to the damn VA doctor. And I'm going to use my mobility scooter. And it's going to be fun. Because I got to show the VA how messed up I am. I'm seriously screwed up today. In my back. I want to go a day on foot. Because I'm like, I'm not going to use my scooter for like 5-minute blood draw. It's just too much work. It's 5 pieces. And it's really not that much work, but it's the time I'm using just to go in, just to come out. I'm like, no. For a doctor appointment, that's going to take like 15, 30, an hour. I don't know how many minutes. Yeah, it's my yearly aunt physical. I don't know what she's going to have me do. I gave her whatever records I could, and I had to bring my laptop with me, and I'm going to have to use my laptop all the way there to try and get things moving. Make sure I have all the records ready and on display from my thumb drive, which is in my purse, which I was going to point to that purse back there, but I'm not using that one. That's my jewelry one right now. I do have to change my sports bra, so I'm going to have to pause for a second and change my shirts. I seem to have forgot that I have my paint patch way up on my chest. I might have to wear this other shirt. I do like how my little thing sticks out. It's kind of funny looking. Black, like stretchy cord, so I did bring a second option to try on to see which one looks better. I like this one because it's thicker at least. But this one I think opens a little bit more on the left side, so probably gonna actually look better than this shirt. I'll be back. Funny, this shirt actually covers almost exactly right where my paint patch is. Huh. This thing is so stretched out, yo. I forgot my microphone needs to be up here. Sorry, I forget you guys can't hear me when it's far away. Okay, yeah, so what I was saying before, my paint patch on the other shirt showed a lot right here, so it's funny that this shirt pretty much covers exactly the spot that my paint patch is in. I wish this didn't look so stretched out. Maybe I just need to move this over to that spot. Oh, this thing wants to come off. Well, that's no good. The thing could have fallen off at any point. Halfway hanging on. Ah, I can't do it on my neck. Okay. Okay, so the problem is it's like barely hanging on to the middle of this instead of just sliding easily. That's probably why this happened right here. With it like that. This damn elastic. I just wanted to be a choker all the way around fat. And it just looks wonky. Ah, I have to fix this. I'm doing that right now. I don't have my pliers. I'm sure I could borrow some if I needed them, but seriously, this sucks. One of my favorite chokers that I made. Get back there, stupid. There's nothing I can do to fix it. Nothing is stuck there. It's just like it's overstretched in this one area. Way overstretched. It took this much to do. I wish I could move it over. So bad. This metal is just not budging, which I didn't want it to, really, but come on, man. Don't get hung up. Get back inside the hoop. Okay, well, anyways, despite my issues with my choker, I'm just going to tie it tighter so it doesn't hang. Stupid baby hairs in the back of my head neck. Tie my hair into it. I'm just going to have a thin choker. Whatever. Whatever. Trying to make it look thicker, but it's just so overstretched right now because of the way it, the hoop got jacked up. It's probably the best I can get it. There. It looks a little tight, like I am choking myself. Maybe that'll loosen it up a little bit. It's just this is a heavy thing. I gotta get a hair tie just to tie these stupid fine hairs back. I need a haircut. I'm getting seriously fed up with my hair. We're fine. These stupid baby hairs, man. They're pissing me off. I had a little clip just clip up like that. Maybe I'll try and get this in the ponytail. Pigtail. I hate using that word. Pig. Pigs are cute though. Charles Web. So originally I was going to be leaving today first thing from the VA appointment, but can't do that. Or yesterday, sorry, or today. I was going to be leaving because my VA appointment was scheduled for yesterday. Look at this. And I think the only reason I got a call, and the only reason I was able to get anything accomplished, is they were going to try and reschedule me for next week for my VA appointment, because whoever scheduled my VA appointment for yesterday screwed up. It was a new person. They blamed it on a new person. Right. It wasn't a new person, I bet. I don't even know. Excuses are like buttholes. Everybody has one. And they certainly always have one. I mean, I'm glad they have an explanation, but it still doesn't make up for the fact that why wasn't it caught earlier? And I think the only reason it was caught is because I called the VA on Monday during my drive up to tell them I had sent them a MyChart message. And because I sent that MyChart message to alert the staff, the only way to get things done faster is by calling and saying, hey, make sure to look for a message from me so you can review what I gave you for records, so my doctor has at least 2 days to look over the information. Okay, this is not even. This one's a little far forward. Maybe if I just tighten it back like that. There, that's better. Still not equal. Move this one forward a little. There, now they look a little more equal. In the back, I couldn't tell you. Maybe in the other mirror on the back. Nope, I can't see. I can't see. I won't be able to find out until after I watch this. So I was trying to say without the microphone that this shirt, because of the hole where it is in the front, it was just showing my high patch. But it's not that I'm ashamed of it. It's just I would prefer to try and cover it as much as I can. Because it doesn't look nice to see this weird thing. Now I'm just completely thrown off my rocker by my mom having to talk to me about something. Whatever. It's whatever. It's never been an issue before, but it is. I can't talk about it. As much as I'd love to talk about it, I can't. Alright, picking my jewelry to wear today. Wearing black and silver, so that will be there. Got this black one. I'm going to wear these pink ones because I like to give them away. I don't want to keep these. I'm going to just give them away. They're more for Valentine's Day looking. But, if I can make somebody's day, if somebody's kind to me, then I give them something. Kindness deserves kindness back. That's how I see it. With those, and I have my favorite black one. I like to do my favorite black one all by itself, and then the other one I can have a whole bunch on. But I'm just perturbed. I'm just perturbed at the moment because I'm trying to process it. And yeah, that's something out of my control. It's not up to me. So I really wanted to try this out, but I want to make sure I'm doing it in the right way. I mean, it sounds very self-explanatory. It's restoring gel cleanser, boosting Hydra drops, hydrating cream, revitalizing eye cream. So I feel like they're self-explanatory, but I want to make sure I'm using them the right way, in the right areas of my face. I mean, the eye is kind of explanatory under here, I guess, but I don't know, man. I've never been a girly girl. I don't watch other people's get ready with me's. I make my own. And really, it's always just people talking while they're doing their makeup. You can make any video without even doing your makeup and get people to listen to you. Oh, this rain. Ow, it just hurts right here. Ow. It is just so sensitive. I don't know what I'm reacting to. And I had that before I even started using the under eye thing, so it doesn't make sense to me. I'm getting this weird sore there. It don't make sense. So anyway, yeah, so I had to postpone seeing my VA doctor for a day. I had everything planned out. I had my labs on Tuesday. Had my labs on. We drove here Tuesday, rested, did my labs Wednesday. I was going to have my VA doctor the very next day. And then we were going to drive home today. No, that's not what happened. We had to wait till today because somebody didn't schedule it correctly. Freaking morons, dude. This stuff always happens. So when I was doing therapy with the VA, I was getting weekly appointments. And like after, and there were telephone therapy appointments. So after about, I don't know, a month maybe. And granted, so let me tell you a little backstory about that too. I always get stuck in the context. Context queen! Never did use that in that hashtag. I can't remember what video that was now. Context queen. I am just... I interrupted my thoughts and reading this stuff. ADHD. No caffeine yet. So anyways, my therapist, it took me 2 years, 2 mother trucking years to get a therapist, and they were technically just a social worker. I mean, not just a social worker. I'm not trying to, downplay social workers' jobs because they do have to have therapy type skills to be able to know how to talk to somebody in crises and while you're helping them get out of whatever bad situation they're in, they have to be able to talk to the person in a calm, gentle way, especially with the VA. The VA also, let me explain also what I'm doing. I'm putting a little sock thing on that has an gel arch support in it. And by no means it takes place of a real insert, but it helps me to have an insert in things that don't have a way to keep my inserts in. My inserts are hard plastic because I have high arches and flat feet. So I saw this. So it's a little sleeve. Let me roll it inside out. It has a little gel to stick in my arch. And so these little sleeves are great because it tells you what foot it goes on. Right foot. And then you have to line that up between the big toe and the second toe. I had them underneath my socks while I slept last night, but I've been trying to wear them over my socks to try and give it a little bit more cushion, to give it a little bit more support than normal. So there's the harder part of getting ready with me just trying to do my extra things for being disabled while I'm also doing normal things to get ready. I already took my handful of meds for breakfast. So that's how I take my pills. I just take my entire pills, go. No, I don't chew them. Boy, am I sleepy. My deodorant on. I think I already put deodorant on. I'll do it again. I'll make sure I have extra non-sweaty hits. So anyways, I was seeing this therapist for, I would say, oh, here goes my choker. I was with my therapist for maybe 3 months. And that's maybe stretching it. I'm not positive. But anyways, I was doing telehealth therapy with this social worker with the VA. And it got to the point where every time my appointment came up, I got stood up. And then I would get a phone call. Maybe the next day, maybe 2 days later, and say, oh, or maybe it was the day of even. I don't remember. It's been a couple of years since this. But what I do remember is I finally made it up here in person to meet my therapist, to actually put a face with the voice. And let me backtrack a little bit just to finish filling in the context. I'm trying to be good with my ADHD, guys. I'm trying to get better with my ADHD and not getting totally sidetracked and not even getting to the point that I was going to try and make. It took me 2 years to get the social worker to be able to be my therapist to talk to at least once a week. But then it got to the point that she kept missing my appointments or kept having to reschedule and reschedule and reschedule to the point I was like, I'm going to go come in person. So then I went up here in person, the 300-mile drive to where the VA hospital on my current drive, that was a drive at the time. 300 miles. It's 301 miles perfectly to the Walla Walla VA and where my parents lived. So I made that drive to make that appointment. That was still when I had my studio apartment as well. I had a place to stay. I'm so bummed I don't have it anymore because it was the cheapest rent. Because it was Section 8, and then I got my full 100% disability, and I was allowed to stay there. And so that's a lot of the problem with some of these programs. Is I felt bad because I was taken away from somebody else that really needed it. And so, but as much as I needed it though, because I needed to make these appointments in person sometimes up here, it was nice to have a comfort to know that I had a place to stay no matter what, and I had all my things there. So I was doing a lot of, and this was during COVID, so around 2020, 2021, maybe a little bit before even. It's all a big blur, because no, it was right before 2020. Now I remember because right when COVID hit and I had my tethered cord surgery, I honestly didn't do much after that because I had to be bed bound and lay on my back and not moving much. Um, so I did finally make it up here, and you know what? That following week, that social no longer works for the VA. You know how extremely hard that was on me? How bad I felt because I'm like, I finally meet her in person, and then she quits immediately after that. I know it had nothing to do with me. I cannot take that personal, but it was a form of rejection in a sense because I'm like, the timing couldn't have been worse for her to quit. And a relationship to be seen her in person for the first time and finally getting to meet her. And that was the last therapist I had until now. Dry my tears. I can't have more puffiness. I gotta get some makeup on because I want to look my best while I'm in my worst. It's nice to look good, even though you look terrible or feel terrible. You have to prove to the VA and the doctors that you are taking care of yourself for them to take you seriously. Because if you look like trash, you basically just have to look professional, act professional, and that is why I say I am a professional patient, because I bring a vibe with me of, otherwise they try to tell you that it's because of anxiety, it's because of this, it's because of that. They try to gaslight the hell out of you if you do not look your best and present yourself in the most effective way. Excuse me for blowing my nose. Ah, my nose can finally drain now that I'm not laying down, so I gotta check the time. I don't know what time it is in here. A place with no clocks bugs me. My neighbor, when I lived up there in Washington with my studio apartment, my neighbor Craig, bless him, I'm so glad he's doing better, but I'm kind of bummed because I don't hear from him because he is doing better. But I was his only friend, and I hope he's made new friends since then. I really do. I hope he's doing better. It would make me feel better knowing he's better. So I should call and check on him. I hope he has the same phone number because he was very consistently getting new phones over and over and over again from the VA, and he never had a steady phone number for very long. So it was really hard to stay in contact with him. I don't know what's going on with him, and I care about the dude. Like, we became like this during COVID. We relied on each other. I'm gonna get my makeup now. And yesterday, I didn't do my get ready with me, but yesterday I used the Pharmacy Zen mascara. So there's nothing to compare yesterday's and today's. But I do like this one, which I got in the advent calendar. I did like this one, but it does get really clumpy if you don't use all of it like pretty close to the time you open it. So today I'm going to use Pharmacy's Full Blast mascara. Let me at least show the comparison of brushes. So here's the Full Blast, and here is the Zen. And this brush has, so you can see the difference in brushes. This side has like fluffy, and this side has flat. So I have learned throughout the years not being a girly girl. I've only noticed because of my ADHD and recognizing patterns and seeing things. I've recognized each mascara has a different type of brush. Call me very outdated, but I never really paid attention because I was not that girly girl. So let me get my eyes on. My friend complimented me on my application of my mascara. I feel like I don't feel like I do it very good, but in her mind, I apply it very well. Damn it, I got it on my eyelid. This eye, I always get on my eyelid. I don't know what it is, my perception with this eye versus the right eye. Try to let my eyelid do the work. As you see, I get it all over my eyelid, especially on the left eye. Because honestly, holding my arm up right now is extremely painful. Oh, that just popped doing that. If I had time, I would lay on my foam roller and try and roll that knot out and try and get the ligaments to straighten themselves out. But I'm just going to keep pulling out because of my lower back. It's stupid. That's how I feel about my EDS body. It's stupid. It's helpful in some aspects, in other ways, it's just stupid. I'm going to get this stupid mascara off my eye. There we go. That's cleaner. Let's try this again. Finish up the second layer. Especially on the inner lashes. I just need to keep my eye more open. See, I got it on my freaking lid again. This eye is stupid. Okay, actually I love my eyes, but I just don't function correctly. My body does not function in the correct manner. I'd like to give myself a little more lash on the outside. There we go. Now I got the lashes. Okay, that's better. Oh, when I just went like that, I felt the pop right here in my neck. Things are so jacked up in my body. I try my best not to get depressed about it, but knowing how jacked up it is. It's basically under acute injury right now. It's acutely injured because of my body not working properly and the mechanics of my body. That's what I was told about my hip. That's a mechanical problem. I'm like thinking to myself, if it's a mechanical problem, aren't you the damn mechanic? I never said that, but that's how I feel about it. Mechanics fix mechanical problems. I guess doctors don't want to be mechanics, human mechanics. Okay, we clean that up. Let's get the other eye. And also, this is why I don't like waterproof mascara. is because then I can't use water just to remove it. I know taking it off the lid kind of gets it off of my lash, so I kind of have to reapply it again. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to keep it off my eyelid. There. I think it looks even. Do you guys think it looks even all the way across? I feel like this still has less on the inner portion. I don't know. My precipitation and interoception. Look at those words. I'm too lazy to put in the description. I wish I knew what time it was. I know it's getting close. I can't believe it's been 40 minutes already. We're getting close to the time of leaving. I gotta brush my teeth. First and foremost, I ate Sour Patch Kids like in the middle of the night just because eating something usually makes me fall asleep pretty easy. I hate that it's sugar because I'm actually trying to get away from sugar. I need to stop. It doesn't happen overnight, but it needs to stop. So I'm gonna brush my teeth. Oh, gosh, we're at our deadline now to leave because I have a friend that has a restaurant in Kennewick, Washington, and I wanted to have breakfast. She always gives me free breakfast when I go, and they do really good. I mean, my dad actually married my friend and her husband. That is the chef, and has made the menu, and their business is thriving. I'm so happy for them. I was hoping that they would do a decent job. They've had a couple setbacks even with this is just detangling spray, but I just need some kind of spray to keep my hair in place because my hair is a disaster when it's frizzy. Changing locations like this. Anyway, I do not like putting product in my hair, but what can I do? My microphone thing, I got my jewelry. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is my lips. So I am trying to learn how to do lip liner. Is this a lip one? I honestly don't like the dark color on me, but since I'm wearing darker colors today, I'm going to go ahead and do it again anyways because it looks like current trends almost. So here we go. Outline my lips. And this is the pharmacy lip liner on the advent calendar. Every item I have used is from the lip liner stuff, except for the rose hips things. I wish pharmacy would do that. I wonder if pharmacy even has those. That'd be great. So I'm using the pharmacy lip liner in what shade is it? This is just so shiny. Okay. Ash brown. The lip liner is ash brown pharmacy. I love bright red. I do not like it's like darker browns and stuff. It's just not me. It reminds me of the people that would have really dark lips. This is a good solid outline as I break the pencil by pushing too hard. I just didn't know my own strength, man. I'm telling you. Alright. again. Okay, so I went with my ash brown lip liner from Pharmacy, and now I'm using the Pharmacy. I don't know what color this is to tell you what color, so this is their lip stain, lipstick, lip whatever in this color. And then I'll do a little bit more bright in the pink in the center. Hold on. A little bit too far on the outside. Q-tip. Went outside my liner. I need to redarken it. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just not that good of a girl that does this stuff. There. It's just different seeing me with a color that I don't normally wear. Maybe do a little bit of a liner on my eye, maybe. Just to give it a little bit more color. Yeah. Don't criticize if I do things backwards. I'm just dyslexic. This is where the majority of the color likes to go over on my lid from the lashes. So we're just going to fill it in with this little bit of extra color. Give a little more depth around the outside of my eye. So there we go. I put a little bit more makeup on than I did yesterday. No, yeah, no, yesterday. Okay, there we go. The only other thing I could do is, this is the most Pharmacy products I've used at once. So this is the eyebrow wax. I think I put it on this thing. I don't know if I put it on my finger. And then put it on and then use the brush, which is what I'm going to do because I don't know for sure. Alright, now let's brush them out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get that wax. Shape these brows. I've been trying to let my eyebrows grow in from when I had them waxed in the 90s obsessively. The 90s were all about thin brows. The 2000s were all about thicker. Well, I'm not sure about the early 2000s, but at least 2010 to 20, I feel like there was a lot more with thicker eyebrows. And my eyebrows have never grown all the way in. Never. This is the closest fill-in I can get. But also having Hashimoto's thyroiditis, thyroid disease, it affects the loss of your eyebrows and other hair. I do have balding spot, like not like spots, like alopecia kind of spots, but like I do have thinner hair in some areas where I am thinner. And my mom know. And then I said what, and she didn't answer, so I am just about done. Refreshing gel cleanser. Yeah, hand cream. I'm just trying to see what else I have. Translucent mini powder. Okay, that's right, the powder. I don't have a blender. I'm gonna just have to use my finger and then do a little whoop on my tip of my nose. Whoop. Alright, I think that's all I've got that I can use realistically. I don't have any other besides all these things. I'm gonna ask if anybody else wants these. If they think they'll use them. Because I don't know if I will or not. But it's worth a shot. And I still want to figure out about these. No communication. I'm feeling. So anyways, I gotta go. It is time. I am late. Getting out the door. And if we're gonna get there for breakfast, we've gotta go. Dang it, I forgot my lotion put away. Oh, and that was unzipped. That's not good. Oh, I have a little clip in here. Might use that. I may not. I wish I had two of them. I might have two in there, but I don't have time to look right now. I gotta get going. So, thank you for getting ready with me. Here's my total look. Can't really see my shoes. They're just black. They just go with my fit. Ta-da! That was a long get ready with me, but thank you for listening to my VABS and what I've had to deal with. And yeah, this BS I have to go today versus yesterday because somebody messed up, and if it wasn't for me messaging them to say, look at my information for my appointment on Thursday, they're like, oh crap, Thursday, we can't do that. Thank goodness. So anyways, love y'all. Peace out.